Yemen's humanitarian crisis is worsened by rising shipping costs and delivery delays due to Houthi rebel attacks. The Houthis' campaign, backed by Iran, has led to increased insurance premiums and delays in shipments of life-saving commodities. Over half of the population needs assistance, and funding shortages hinder the response. This report has more.
Aid groups in Yemen are facing rising shipping costs and delivery delays due to the Red Sea attacks by the Houthi rebels, which threaten to exacerbate one of the world's worst humanitarian crises. The United Nations reported that over half of Yemen's population requires humanitarian assistance after 9 years of conflict, with severe funding shortages hampering the response. A series of attacks on commercial vessels by Yemen's Houthis since November has further compounded the country's problems as shipping companies face higher costs as they detour around southern Africa to avoid the Red Sea. The Iran-backed rebels claim their campaign is in solidarity with the Palestinians' war against the Israeli occupation. The World Food Programme is already experiencing the knock-on effects of the escalation, which has also seen US and UK strikes on Houthi military targets. The food security situation is expected to deteriorate over the coming months as the war-torn country depends on imports for 90% of its food needs. The Red Sea attacks have raised insurance premiums for shipping companies, forcing many to avoid the vital route that normally carries about 12% of global maritime trade. According to the International Monetary Fund, Red Sea traffic has dropped by at least 30% this year due to the attacks. Many companies are opting for a lengthy detour around Africa, adding considerable fuel and other costs that can trickle down to consumer goods. The International Rescue Committee is also seeing delays in shipments of life-saving commodities, including pharmaceuticals, due to the military escalation. The humanitarian crisis in Yemen is as bad as ever, and the designation of the Houthis as terrorist organization by the United States raises concerns about the humanitarian response. Yemen is facing a high malnutrition rates, with over 70 million facing food insecurity and nearly half of children under 5 suffering stunting. OSHA launched an appeal for $4 billion in aid amid funding shortfalls. 26 aid groups warn of trade disruptions, causing increased prices and delays in life-saving goods.